Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to continue our file upload video series. This is the second video of the image upload video series. Within this video, I'm expecting to do implement the that means extend the previous example using jQuery Ajax. I'm going to implement that without refreshing the page. We can how we upload image to the server. That's what we are going to talk about this within this video. If you not check that previous video, I will mention the previous video link within the this description. Please check that video as well. Okay, let's go to the today's example. Okay, here you can see our previous example interface. I will open the previous example code. Okay, this is the our code. Here I'm going to add jQuery to this example. Then you can upload image without refreshing the page. Okay. Yeah, first I will update the client side code. That means our HTML code. Here we need jQuery CDN. I will collect the jQuery CDN from here. jQuery CDN. Let's go to that. I will use this one. Copy and let's put it in here. Now we have jQuery within our code, our page. Okay, let's write the code example. Let's create the script tag. Script. Okay, within this script, let's add, let's say dollar. I think we need to add, ID to this form. Let's add ID form. Let's say file upload. Okay, this is the ID. Then we can access using that ID. Let's say on submit. If submit, then we need to prevent the default. That means function. Let's get the event and let's write. Okay, let's prevent the default. Okay, because otherwise, once user click the submit button, it will submit the form without coming to here. Then we stop that behavior. Now we need to create a var form object equal to let's say dollar this. Okay, now our form and let's say var form URL. Let's capture the URL. Let's capture the URL like this. Dollar form dot object dot data. Let's create the action attribute. Okay, we collect the form URL and let's collect the form data. For form data, let's say new form object form data. Let's go this. Let's collect the form data, and now we can write the our Ajax. Let's write the Ajax. Okay, let's write the Ajax dollar dot Ajax. Let's say URL. Let's say form URL and is type is for post. Let's do capital post and data equal to form data and content type equal to false and we need to disable the cache as well, cache and process data also false and encrypted uh, let's say okay, let's say I encrypt type as a multi-part form data. Some browsers can automatically identify this, but if some browsers may not, then I will add this to here. Data type, let's say JSON. Okay, and let's add some before that means we once user click the submit button, we can disable the form because user may mistakenly can be clicked twice. That means if that there is any network slowness or something, then form getting more time to submit, then user may can click that for submit button twice. Then we need to avoid that thing. Then we can add something to avoid that. We can add here we can add before submitting, we can do something. That means once user click on the button, we can disable the button, and then when it's return the from server, then we again we enable the button. Likewise we can do in here we can say it like before send. We can say before send, let's say function callback function data. Okay, here we can say if not the data. Here we can say before send we don't need this data. Okay, we can use before you can use before send, let's say like this, before send function callback function. So let's say dollar, we need to add the submit button to class submit. Let's add the submit class to button. Here we need to add submit. Okay, let's use this class in here, and let's say submit. Okay, let's say it attribute. Let's say disabled equal to disabled. Okay, now that button is, once user click on the submit button, it will disabled automatically. Let's add submit. Let's set this ID to our let's set that ID to for yeah here to the button. Okay, now once it's submit CSS, change the opacity, because we need to show user that there is a button is disabled. Opacity, let's say opacity as say 5 point. Okay. Okay, now that before submit part also implemented, let's do the success part. If success, then let's call function, let's say data. If data dot let's say success, then alert. We use alert for now. Let's say data dot message. If it is success through, then we show this message. It will return from the server side. If data dot um, error, if data dot error, then alert. Let's say data dot message. Okay, right now we have done our successing, and then we need to enable the that submit button. Let's do that. Dollar, let's copy these things. I think it's easy to, we don't need to write again. Okay, here now we, if we submit, then later we remove this data, remove it. disable. We don't need this one. And also if CSS opacity we change to null. Okay. Now we have implemented our mm, um, Ajax part. Now we need to do the server side part. Okay, now let's do the server side code. We have to update this as well. Yeah, let's update. Mm, First, we need to here we need to change this part because we need to check our file is submitted. Let's change this. Okay, if it is set file name, that means that form submitted. And let's we need to here we setting our that mean error information. Let's return from here. That mean let's we don't need to set any error. Let's say echo. Let's say echo JSON encode. Let's add array. We need to have success because we here we reading the success message, success status here. Success equal to true, and we need to have a message message oh error. Here. Okay, here we need to if data dot error, then we need to return error. Okay, here we have to add that error. If success true, yeah, if success true error. Let's say here we say file. Let's add this same message because we can't say exactly what happened within here because of this file not valid file. Then we return it as a file was not uploaded. And let's add the exit because we don't need to process anymore. And same thing we can do within here as well. That mean let's add that here. Let's change the message. Uh, Success through error. Don't need this thing. And exit. We don't need to process anymore. Let's copy this same thing again to here as well. Here this is also let's say in this is also error message. You can say it as like this. Don't need these things. And here also here now we don't need this one because we're not setting any error status. Then remove this and let's remove it from here as well. Okay, now in here we need to add the same thing. Sorry, this one. Let's copy the message. Let's message to here. Remove this and exit. Copy this and paste in here and echo this. Okay, now we almost done. Okay, now we can check this code with the Ajax. Let's go to the browser. I'll refresh this page. Okay, and I will open the console because if there are any error, it will show the error within the console. I will choose the file. Let's say this file. Let's click the upload. It's uploading. Let's go to the network. What happened? 200 payload. The file uploaded. Success true. I think here we have some It, that means uploaded to the server, but as you can see here, it will still disabled. Let's check why it's not changed. Okay, here we need to change this to JSON. JSON. Okay, right. Let's check code again. Let's refresh this first. Go to choose file. Let's select file. Let's upload. Yeah, it says the file PNG has been uploaded. Yeah, let's remove the console log. We have added some console log now. Here we don't need these things. Okay, yeah, now it's working. Now you can upload images without refreshing the your page. You can see it will show the message, and but it will not redirect to server page. You can upload using the Ajax. This is the Ajax example, and you can once you upload the images, you can see within your server folder. Likewise, we can create using Ajax. We can using jQuery Ajax. We can create uh, form like this. Let's add the image preview to this example. Let's add the image preview. Okay, here we need to add image first because we need to show the preview. We need the image tag. I will add image tag here. IMG ID. Let's say ID as sorry, IMG. Let's say pre. Okay, and let's add the. I will add the no image as well because if that image is not available, then we show the default image. Let's add the default image. Here I will copy, find some, okay, I will use this image as my default image. Copy it into root for our server directory. Let's rename as a no image.jpg, and now we can use this no image.jpg, and let's give the width as 100. I'm not going to specify the height. If you want, you can do. And okay, here now when we go to the browser, if we check, we can see no image. That means if there is no image, it will show like this. That means you can use different image. That means you can say please select the image or no image. Likewise, you can use any kind of image to as a default image. Even you can hide this one. If you don't need, then you can hide. Okay, uh, now we can write the code. We can implement this once user change the select the file. That means if it's change the upload file, then let's like this dollar id dot on change function. See, say if it's change, then we need to get the URL var URL equal to window dot URL dot create object URL using this file 0. Okay, files. Okay, right. Now we have let's say dollar our image is this one. Let's set this dot it attribute src to URL. Okay, now we have implemented on change event. Uh, okay, here we can hide this because I will test this first. Okay, let's refresh this and let's try to select different image. As you can see, it will change the according to the selected image, it will change the preview. Likewise, we can do here. If I refresh this, then it will comes to the default image. Otherwise, we can hide this. If you want, you can hide this like this. You can say this as a uh, let's say style display none. Okay, now it hidden. It will not show within here. Likewise, then we have to change the CSS. Before we change in the SRC, we can say uh, CSS. Sorry, CSS display. Let's say inline. Okay, sorry, we have to put this. Okay, now if we try this, okay, now we have to select image. Uh, okay, here, okay, let's whatever on the first image. No, it's okay. It's working. Likewise, we can hide if you want. You can hide. Otherwise, you can show the default image. If you use default none, then it will hidden the image tag, and once you change the file upload, then it will change the CSS display to inline. Then it will show with the URL. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, yeah, within this video, I'm going to explain these things, and yeah, let's with the next video, I'm planning to add uh, that mean upload multiple images with the Ajax, and also yeah, let's add multiple images with the Ajax with the next video. Uh, yeah, if you think this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up. If you wanna see future videos like this, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Let's meet with the next video.